students, welcome back to 7th session on analysis of financial statement. In this session, we are concentrating on second method or tool to analyze financial statement, that is nothing but trend percentages, and we are calculating trend percentages for the given data relating to financial aspects of a business concern. Let me see what is trend analysis or trend percentages. The financial statement may be analyzed by computing trends of series of information. Trend here means change. You can analyze financial statement by calculating changes of series of information given in financial statement. This method determines the direction upward or downward and involves the computation of percentage relationship that each statement item bears to the same item in the base year. In the sense, we are analyzing financial statement by concentrating on changes of financial data over a period of time. By concentrating on changes, it is possible for us to identify whether a particular financial aspect move upward or downwards, not just in absolute figure, but in terms of percentage, that too, a particular item's percentage relationship with same item in the base year. This is all about trend analysis. In the sense, under trend analysis or trend percentages, what we do is we will identify changes happen in a particular financial aspect during a particular year when compared with same item in base year. For example, sales of 2010 is compared with 2009's sales. So 2009 sales is base period sales. 2010 is current sales is current year sales. The current year sales will be compared with same figure, that is sales of 2009, and we will identify whether sales of 2010 get increased or get decreased over a period of 2 years in comparison with sales of 2009. So this is what trend percentage is. The information for a number of years is taken up and one year, generally the first year, is taken as a base year. In the sense, we can have information over a period of time. That which is earlier year, that will be taken as a base year. The figure of base year are taken as 100, means each and every figures of base year is considered as 100 because they are the base figures to which the current figures are compared with. So, trend ratios for other years are calculated on the basis of base year. The analyst is able to see the trend of figures whether move upward or downwards. The same example is given. You just see, for example, if sales figure for the year 2003 to 2008 are to be studied, the sales of 2003 will be taken as 100 and percentage sales for all other year will be calculated in relation to base year, that is 2003. So in the sense, if you want to identify the trend in sales over a period of 2003 to 2008, each and every period sales will be compared with 2003 sales. 2003 sales will be considered as 100. Here anyway figure is also 100. In terms of percentage we need to consider it as 100 and in terms of figure also we need to consider it as 100. You just see 2300, 2004 120, 2005 110 sales, it is 2005 125, 2007 135, 2008 140. The trends of sales shows that sales have been more in all the years since 2003. So the sales have shown an upward trend except in 2005 when sales were less than the previous year, that is 2004. See, what is given is trends. Trends are given, not sales. They have given us trend. 2003 trend is 100. Anyway, it is considered as 100. 2004 there is increase by 20. 2005 decreased by 10 when compared to previous year. 2006 again increased. 2007 again it shows increase in trend. 2008 again it shows increase in trend. So what is given is not sales, trends of sales itself is given in the problem. So based on that trend we can identify whether it get move or it get increase or it get decrease. The sales of current year when compared with base year get move upward or down. That is what we can see with the help of trend analysis. Once we start preparing trend percentages or when we start doing trend analysis, you will come to know so how exactly we need to do. Procedures for calculating trend. 1 year is taken as a base year. Generally, the first or the last is taken as a base year. Usually, we will not take the last year as a base year. We will take as the first year as a base year. The figures of base year are taken as 100 because base year is considered the previous year is considered as a base year. The base year figure all figures of financial data means all aspects of financial statement during base year will be considered as 100 because we are comparing current year with the base year. That's why base year figure should be taken as 100. All aspects of financial statement of base year will be taken as 100. Trend percentages are calculated in relation to base year. If a figure in other year is less than the figure in the base year, the trend percentage will be less than 100. It will be more than 100 if figure is more than the base year. Each year's figure is divided by base year's figure. So, when you calculate the trend, particularly over a period of time, when compared with the base year, if it is more than 100, it indicates there is upward movement of that particular financial aspect. If it is less than 100, it indicates there is downward movement. So, this is what this what is the third sentence says. The interpretation of trend analysis involves cautious study. The mere increase or decrease in trend percentage may give misleading result if studied in isolation. An increase of 20% in current assets may be treated favorable if this increase in current asset is accompanied by equivalent increase in current liability, then this increase will be unsatisfactory. The increase in sales may not increase the profit if the cost of production has also gone up. The base period should be carefully selected. The base period should be normal period. The price level changes in subsequent year may reduce the utility of trend ratios if the figures of base period is very small. Then the ratios calculated on this basis may not give true idea about the financial data. The accounting procedures and conventions used for collecting data and preparation of financial statement should be similar, otherwise the figure will not be comparable. In the sense, when you interpret, because if you calculate trend percentage, what you did is you just analyzed it. Interpretation means explaining the meaning and significance of calculated trend percentages. When you go for interpretation, don't interpret just by looking at increase or decrease. Compare it with the related figure. For example, if current asset get increased, so don't be under assumption that the liquidity get increased. You just see whether current liability also increased. If current liability is also increased, so it doesn't indicate liquidity position get increased. That's why you cannot interpret just by looking at increase or decrease of a particular figure. For example, if sales get increased, you cannot write that organization sales get increased, so the profit will also get increased. You cannot write like what you have to do is you just relate increase in sales with increase in cost of production or cost of goods sold. If that also get increased, definitely increase in sales is not that much profitable. That's why just by looking at the trend percentages, don't interpret. Relate it with the related figure. Means, for example, increase in sales should be related with increase in cost of goods sold. Then you give conclusion. Then you give interpretation. Increase in current assets should be compared with increase in current liability. Increase in fixed assets should be compared with increase in liability and increase in capital. So there is a relationship. So only after analyzing such relationship start giving interpretation. That is what the meaning of that paragraph. Again, the earlier year will be considered as a base year. It should be a representative year. Representative year means it should contain all items which are there in next year financial statement. For example, you consider 2000 as base year means what items are there in next year after 2000 must be there in the 2000. Did you get my point? For example, in 2001 balance sheet, so there is an item known as unpaid expenses. If that is not there in 2000, we cannot consider 2000 as a base year. For example, in income statement, there is an expenses known as administrative expenses in 2001. But that is not there in 2000, means you cannot consider 2000 as a base year. 2000 should be representative year. Representative year means it should contain all financial aspects which are there in other period that you understand, followed by 2000. Because you are considering 2000 as what year? Base year. Before selecting any year as a base year, you just see that all financial aspects relating to income statement and balance sheet are there in that year. If it is not there, you cannot consider it as base year. If it is there in other year, not in 2000 year, then you cannot consider the 2000 as base year. Then one more thing to be considered is the figure of base period is very small, then the ratios calculated on this basis may not give true idea about the financial data. In the sense, if base year period financial aspects are very small figures, all financial aspects are very small in terms of absolute figures. So then what trend percentage we will calculate will not give a true financial data. That's one more thing. And one more important care to be taken while calculating trend percentages is you need to see what accounting practices, what accounting procedures or conventions are followed over a period of time. There should be similarity in conventions or system or procedure followed while preparing financial statement over a period of time. What procedure you follow to calculate depreciation, what procedure you follow to calculate value of stock in 2001, 2002, 2003, the same procedure should be followed over a period of time. Then only the trend percentages will give you the correct financial result. Otherwise, it's of no use. So, these are the three important cautions to be taken while calculating trend percentage. One is you need to select base year so cautiously because base year should be representative year, and you need to concentrate on base year figure. If it is very small, means in absolute term it is very small, means you cannot consider that year as a base year, because if you consider that year as a base year, what trend percentages we will calculate for next years, means for 2001, 2002, 2003, will not give us a correct financial result. That's one more thing. And third thing to be taken care of, our third important aspect to be taken care of is over a period of time there should be consistency in accounting procedure or conventions or what accounting system they follow, particularly in calculation of depreciation on fixed asset, how they calculated stock, try to understand. So, means value of stock. There should be common procedure for it. If you followed a particular method in 2000 to calculate the depreciation, if you changed in 2001, then there is no meaning of comparing 2001 depreciation with 2000 depreciation. Try to understand our 2001's value of a particular asset on which you change the depreciation with 2002's value of 2000's value of that asset. There is no meaning in it. That's why the accounting convention should be same over a period of time. These are the cautions that you should take before making use of the second method of analyzing financial statement, known as what percentages? Trend percentages. When we start solving the problem, we will come to know how to calculate trend percentages. Here we have only one problem. Try to understand. We are going to solve additional problem once I finish up all three techniques to analyze financial statement. Did you get my point? So don't feel differently. Oh, madam solved only one problem. Don't be under such assumption. I'm going to solve few more problems on trend percentages once I complete all three methods to analyze financial statement. You just look at this illustration. Calculate the trend percentages from the following figures of X Limited, taking 2004 as base and interpret them. Year is given, sales is given, stock is given, profit before tax is given. So we have few information of income statement. We need to calculate trend percentages. See, we have how many years figure? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 years figure, of which initial year is 2004. We are taking it as 100. Try to understand. So we have three information of income statement: sales, stock, and profit. So totally 6 amount column must be there. 3 into 2 is 6, because for each and every year, every financial aspect we need 2 columns. See, trend percentages, base year is 2004. Year column, first you need to record year column 2004, 2005, 2006, 2007, 2008. Then you take only one item, that is sales. So sales in amount you record as given in the problem. Trend percentages. When you consider trend percentages, you need to take 2004 sales as 100, because that's the base year. So if 1.881 represent 100, what is 2.34? You will arrive at 124. So listen carefully. Then what is 2.655? You will arrive at 141. What is 3.021? If 1.881 represent 100, what is 3.021 means 161. If 1.881 is 100, what is 3.768 is 200. This is how to calculate trend percentage. In the same way, we need to calculate for stock. So if 709 is 100, because 709 should be taken as 100, because we consider 2004 as base year. So what is 781? It will be 180. What is 816? It will be 150. What is 944? This will be 133. What is 1154? It will be 162. In the same way, we need to calculate trend percentages for profit before tax. If 321 is 100, what is 435? What is 458? What is 527? What is 672? You will arrive as 136, 143, 164, 209. This is how to calculate trend percentages. So interpretation, the sales have continuously increased in all the years up to 2008. You just look at trend percentage, that itself indicates whether sales get increased or decreased. As far as stock is concerned, again stock also get increased. Try to understand. Stock also get increased. Profit before tax also get increased over a period of time. The figures of stock have also increased from 2004 to 2008. Profit before tax has substantially increased in 5 years period. It has more than doubled. The comparative increase in profit is much higher in 2007 and 2008 as compared to 2006. So the expansion of the firm is good, and it has doubled its sales and profit in just 5 years time. The profit have increased more than the sales, which shows that there is proper control over cost of goods sold and overall performance of the concern is good. This is how they interpret it. They just took changes happened in sales over a period of time. Sales get increased substantially. They just looked at stock. Stock also get increased. They just looked at how what happened to profit before tax. It also get increased. When they compared profit before tax change with sales change. Profit before tax increased more when compared to increase in sales in terms of percentage. That indicates that organization is performing well. Organization is controlling cost of goods sold. That's why profit is more than the change in profit is more than change in sales. So this is how they analyzed financial statement. So this is all about trend percentages. We will see common size statement particularly next session. Don't be afraid. We are going to solve many problems on trend percentages, particularly in after me completing all sessions relating to 3 techniques of analyzing common size statement. We know that we solved enough problems under comparative financial statement, and we are going to solve many problems on common size statement, but we had only one problem particularly in the given notes. But we are concentrating on many more problems on trend percentages after me completing all these theoretical aspects, that too tools to analyze financial statement. That's all. Thank you.